What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of All the Mods 9. Today we're going to get into Botania. So I built this up a bit. I got it all organized and looking all nice. One problem I am having, though, is this keeps exploding. I don't know why. I have like these regulators on every single pipe, and I don't know. It's just probably just way too beefy. That's annoying. I think it's cool. It's a pretty nice system, but I think it might be too powerful or something. And yeah, I got some villagers to help. Yeah, it just keeps exploding on me. I have security upgrades on here. I have all these regular pipes on everything, and it just keeps exploding. So if you guys know how to fix that, please let me know. But today we're gonna get into Botania, just because I'm going through all the mods section just to kind of get a rough idea what to be working on. I kind of remember a little bit of Botania, but I'm not super familiar. So let's see. So I know we need to start with the petal, with petal apothecary. We'll get that. And a weird update when you save items to start at the bottom instead of the top. Throw me off. I'm gonna try to automate this in the future. Let's put this here. We have to give it water, and then you have to give it petals. So let's do our first flower. So we need white petals and a seed. So we're gonna go take our pure daisy, throw them in. Oh, you do, okay. Give it a seed. Awesome. Then we got our pure daisy. So I'm gonna need to find a way to make living wood and living stone. So I'll just take some logs. So this is what I'm going to need to automate. Put the daisy down. You put stone. See how it's already starting to do stuff? Work for the wood too? Yeah, it looks like the wood's working as well. So I am going to have to automate this setup right here, right? We have a flower, stone, and logs, and they'll get converted. I'm going to have to get water automatically coming into here. So this is what we're going to get, the living wood and the living rock. So I'm going to set that up for automation, and then we'll go on from there. So I almost wonder if I can do this with a pattern provider, just have it sending the whole recipe. I don't know if I've ever tried to automate in that sense, but let's see if I can do that. All right, so I set it up. Let's just see if I go pure daisy, will this work? I don't know if it will be this easy to automate this, but we'll see. If I can do it with this one, I can do it with all of them. Nothing happened. Okay, so let's see if I already have water in there. Then will it work? It might be harder to automate this than I thought. All right, so I think I have a concept that might work. So I have this open crate that just drops items into it. I have this modular router with a pattern provider behind it. And I have this set to pull water from below and send water above. So in theory, hopefully this works. Items are going in. Okay, yeah. Is it missing a seed? What am I missing here? Okay, so the seed needs to come after, I think. So let's try that again. So let's try this again. Is it empty? It is empty. Okay. Hey. Awesome. Okay, so now we have a way of automating it. I can like have stuff pick it up and whatever. And yeah, next step would be the wood and the stone. So the one problem I'm having with this setup is drops the items, then I'm trying to find a way of picking it up. But like if I use like a absorption hopper or whatever, it starts picking up the other items. I'm trying to find a way of like getting the final product, but I'm not too sure what to do. All right, well, I'm gonna ponder that for a little bit. But while I do, I'm gonna make a seed real quick because the flowers are super easy to get. Just go to some fertilizer, but I want 2 of these seeds just so I always have them. Sweet. So I should have unlimited Botania flowers, and it's not like they're hard to get anyways. So thank you. So I'm gonna keep figuring out how to get that set up to pick things up. And then we get to the stone and the logs, but giving me a hard time here. All right, I'm just gonna give up on collecting it. I'll just stand by it for now. I almost feel like I shouldn't have done this here. I should have done it in like a grassy area. Maybe I'll move this setup somewhere else because a lot of the stuff needs to be on grass. All right, so I moved this over. Should be a little bit better now. So if I just go endo, let's try to make 5 of these. Theory, it should work. And they went somewhere. There we go. So that part's working. So now let's set up getting the living wood and the living stone or whatever it's called set up for automation. And then we'll get the mana pools and then the endo flames. And then I gotta learn other ways of producing mana, but let's start with endo flames for now. Okay, so we need to have something to place these blocks and then remove the blocks once they are correct. So I could do like create, I could do annihilation planes, I could do other stuff I don't know, block placers, block breakers. I'm hoping annihilation planes might be the easiest, but let's see. All right, so clearly I'm going to need a couple channels over here. And I only ran one basic smart cable, so I only have 8 channels. So I'm going to learn how to get P2P set up real quick, just so I can get some more channels over here. And then we're going to move along. So let's see if I can figure out how to get P2P to work. One thing that's problematic is I see over here it says missing channels, but I wish it would say where that is. So I'm going to have to try to work my way back to figure out where that is. But put that on here. Now, I don't know if I go dense from here. Now, let's see. If I go dense, will it connect? No, it won't. I'm going to go smart. Okay, let's go for some fiber. Or actually, no, let's just go for some anchors. So block you. Oh, no, not like that. There we go. If I just go like this, these should be connected. So if I go memory card, new device configured, copy to memory card. Okay. So now if I go somewhere else, I am figuring this out live. I think I know how this works, but I've never used them. Go like this and put in a P2P like that, and then go dense. Okay, okay. Now if I go bam, loaded device configuration from nearby cards. So should you have, you get 32 channels? Network booting. I think that works. So I think with this one channel, I'm getting 32 channels? Linked output side. I think this is working, which is great. So we'll find out in a second, won't we? So we're going to need to go. All right, let's just try just that for now. Now let's see if I can set up annihilation planes and the other one. All right, so let's try this. So I should have 8 and 8 channels. Let's just go formation. This should be 8 channels. It may take a while to boot because my cables are getting pretty long. Okay, there's 8, which is the max I think I can have. Oops. Yeah. Do I need to set filters? Oops. Stop that. You filter these. So that's getting problematic that you can't filter that. Well, that may have ruined my whole plan. I can place the blocks. Then how do I break the blocks? Okay, so I'm learning all kinds of new stuff right now. So I'm trying to set up a subnetwork in my AE. So I just have quartz fiber connecting this controller. So this is its own little network within my main network. So now I'm hoping if I go like, what if I go like this? That's fine. I give this a storage bus. And I put the storage controller. And I put this here. So I'm hoping that if I go this and this. Okay, so now let's see if this works. Stone on here, what will happen? Oh, and I need my daisy. All right, I think we're making progress. Let's try that one. Yeah, see, this should be working on this. In theory, this should go into this network here, which we'll see what happens once it's done. These are the only 2 items this network will allow. Awesome. Okay, so that worked. So now if I add the rest of these, and then from here I can just connect this one back to the network with like a storage bus or an importer. Probably more likely. I think I'm pretty proud of that. We have subnetworks, we have P2P. I've never worked with any of that. So now if I make these a pattern provider, or I wish I could do it on demand. I don't want to just give it one item and it go forever unless I have like a toggleable switch. Let me ponder that one for a second. So before I figure out the filter, if I just go like this, will this work? No, it does not work. But I have to pull from it. Okay, I have a little bit more pondering to do. Okay, so I think I figured out a solution. The problem is I only had 8 channels to work with. So I'm gonna go like this. this just to break it up a bit. So now I should have, nope, I don't want you connected. So now I should have this one with, what is it? 1, 2, 3, like 4. And this one should have 4 as well. And then I can connect, I have these items coming out. So I need to connect both of these to a storage, or actually just to say export. Or I already have one, yeah. So I'm sure there's probably a way easier way of doing this, but I'm going to do it. So let's just go like this. How do I connect this to both sides? So we're going to go like this. That way if I just go in the middle, it's connecting. I want to connect to that one and connect. I think this should work. No, because then we'll see. I think I have enough channels to play with anyways. Let's see if I go one higher. It's not going to look pretty. I know that much. Okay, so I want to go connect to both of them separately. I want to go to, let me ponder a little bit because I think I'm very close. Okay, so I have some chaos going on, but I think this should work. So I have 3 networks. I'm just going to have this one exporting directly into this, not that. Yeah, so this should be exporting to this top section thing. And I'm thinking in theory, these not count as an, oh wait, I want to import. That's why I want to import into this network, not export. Then if I go import to this, I think, there we go. Awesome. Okay, I know this is crazy, and there's probably such an easier way of doing this, but this is my way. So let's do a quick rundown of what we got going on here. We have a P2P network connecting our main network. That's bringing us 32 channels. We have up here, we have a subnetwork for this inventory for the breakers, for the annihilation planes. They'll break them and put them into this subnetwork inventory. This is the only item that can go in there. Then I have 2 more subnetworks that are getting power from the quartz fibers. And this one is saying export, or technically import into the system from here into that one. I'll do the same for this one. And in theory, these should just keep breaking and filling. I guess when this fills, that's already a limit. Like whatever the drawer can handle, that's already a way of limiting that. So now I'm going to turn this into an importer, because I'm importing into my subnetwork. Sorry if this is getting a bit confusing. Come on, get on there. Yeah, my limit would be however much that drawer can have, which I'm fine with that. Okay, now you are going to go so messy. Okay, now this one should be, oh, it's only doing stone. That's fine. I can filter what's going out of here. You're only going to import the logs. Once these ones break, they should turn into the log. What a wire soup over here. Yeah, in theory, once these ones break over here, they should turn into logs. And then the system would be self-sufficient. And then from here, I just go storage bus into the main network just so I can see how many exist. Is not what these are? Blazing. What log did I use? Oh, vexing. That's fine. There we go. Awesome. So now I have unlimited of the living and what are those called again? Living wood and living rock. I'm pretty impressed with that. It's a little chaotic, but it does the job. And I did it myself. So I learned a lot there. Okay, so now we have to set up making mana. So let's get into some mana production. All right, so now we need to set up the mana pool, multiple mana pools. We need a wrench. That's like your wrench for the mod. We need mana pools. We don't want a couple of these. Sure. Throw it into a non-empty mana pool and give a good deal of concentrated mana. So I already have some mana apparently? Oh, I do have a couple of these. Well, let's just try that for now. So let's just put one of these, throw it. Maybe it's not working. Whatever. I don't care about that right now. I'm going to produce my own mana. Okay, so we need to start producing mana with these, what do you call them? Endoflames. So now if I just go, let's just for now, see what happens if I throw a stack of blocks of coal. Let's just do one. So I believe these should, like all of them? Oh, I only did one. Okay. So, okay, so if I throw 9, these will turn into mana. Now, I don't know if I have to tell them where to go. Yeah, see, that says no spreader thing. So I need directional mana. I need this guy, the mana spreader. If I go tell all of these, let's see if this will work. Oh, I think it will. Now if I tell this, go to that. I believe that's working. So now the goal is to automate that and have these extra mana pools set up as a battery and stuff. So let me do some pondering and get that sorted. But in theory, we should start seeing some mana in here at some point. Yes, there's very little. So I need a way of dropping coal onto these endoflames. I need a way of spreading the mana all over. And so let's do some pondering. Now I think I want to try to get a mana splitter. I think that's how I can make the best out of this. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. So I think I can only go like this. So I need my splitter and tell you to go to that. There we go. Now I think it'll work on the 4. I might do a couple of those setups. We'll see if it's actually starting to work. And then we gotta set it up for automation. Okay, so these are out. We'll give you guys 9 more. So these should all be starting to get some mana, maybe. Definitely that one. I don't know. We're going to play with this for a little bit and then set up the automations part. So I just realized with shaders, I actually can't see the mana. That's kind of what's going on there, right? So if I have shaders back on, they're gone. So that's good to know. No shaders for Botania. I'll keep them on for now, though. So I think I'm going to, ooh, it's spooky. I think I'm going to move the station over a little bit. So we're going to have 4 sections. Then I need to learn the timing. I have like droppers and we'll figure it out. All right, so I think I got something that's working pretty good actually. So I'll clean it up a bit. But right now I just have a timer doing 100 ticks. It's like 8 seconds. And it's dropping 1 coal on each of these. And it seems like there's not really a coal buildup. I think if so, it'd be like 1 max. And then they all get sucked in. So then I have a distributor module in the modular router just to do 9 per dropper. I don't know if that's necessary. It's probably not now since this clock. But yeah, the clock I can hide underground, but 100 seconds or 100 ticks, sorry. And it doesn't seem like there's much. And it does seem like they're all burning, kind of, right? That one's not. There we go. It seems like that one's not burning, but it seems pretty dang close that they're all burning. I think that's a pretty good ratio. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's what we're going to call it for today, though. We got mana production set up. We have all the living woods set up. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to call it. I'll clean it up a bit. And then in the next episode, we'll get, I don't actually know what we're doing in the next episode, but maybe more Botania. Okay, bye-bye.